In this video, what we're going to look at is the Align tool, or the Align palette, really, inside of Illustrator. So the Align palette can actually do lots of really cool things. So we're going to look at that just to start, and then we'll move on to some really kind of more complicated things later on. So if I have these objects, right, I could kind of pull them up and eyeball them, make sure they're aligned, or I could use, if I had the guides on, I could do it that way. But the Align palette is really great. So if you don't have the Align palette, it's Window Align. So let's select all three of these objects, and what I want to do is I want to line them up to the top. No. Oh, this way. Sorry, that was distribute. So I want to align objects to the top. There we go, which is great. So let's say I wanted to align their middles. There we go. Let's say I wanted to align the bottoms. There we go. Now, this other side works just the same. It's just a matter of being vertical or horizontal. So let's say you have these objects and you say, I want to align them all to the left. I want to align them all to the right, or I want to center them. Let's pull one that's a little bit wider so you can see really what the center is doing. There we go. Centered all those objects, and it's great. Let's say you wanted to do something else. Let's say you wanted to take, let's make these just a tad bit smaller here. So incidentally, to scale from the center like this, if you hold down the Option key while scaling, you will scale from the center. Let's say you have these over here, and this is like this, and you want to distribute these evenly. So you want even space between everything. Well, that's what this does. This will vertically distribute to the centers, right? This will vertically distribute to the tops, right? So the top, and this will vertically distribute to the bottoms. Now, I find if you're really distributing like this distribute to the middle works great. It's the same thing if I had, right? So this is, let's take some of the same shapes here. If I had something like this, and I said, all right, well, I want this to be evenly in between. Well, you don't have to do the math for that, or really kind of eyeball it out. Let Illustrator do it. And you say, all right, I want to do this horizontally. And there it is. All right? All kind of set out for you, which is wonderful. Let's say you have the same thing. You say, okay, I want to distribute that spacing horizontally. I want the spacing, though, to be a specific amount. I want it to be 0.5 inches away, and there I can actually set the distribution. So let's go over that one again, because that one's kind of not as easy. I'm going to select these, and I just want to say distribute spacing, and then you want to click where the reference is. So in this case, let's click over here in the left and say, okay, I want that to be 0.5, and then you have to just click it again, and there it distributes that spacing. 0.5 between each one, which is great. You can align to selection, which is what I'm doing, or you can align to Artboard. All Align to Artboard does is it aligns it to, constrains it to the Artboard versus the actual selection. So that's kind of a bit about alignment. It's really wonderful if you're doing something really kind of technical and you needed all of them kind of in the row and in the same space.